story's about a guy named Zach. Zach lost his best friend, lover, right? And for some odd reason, people keep telling him that his lover was murdered. But to Zach, his lover died of a heart attack. And Zach goes on wild adventures, wild daydream adventures. One day, when he least expected it. This is a story of Zach in the strange dream world. Anyway, so the concept of the story is a mixture of a lot of stuff. A rough draft, note-taking abilities. So I'm working on that. And now, my dad wants to help out in being part of the story. And help me write this story. An anime series, manga, comic book, film. And my dad thinks that this story can help. Thanks. To be honest, I didn't think 3 years ago this story would get to this far. In the point. I didn't think 3 years ago I'd be finishing writing up all the scripts and dialogue and everything and editing it for the final time and being ready to publish, 3 years ago I wrote a story. Now 3 years ago the story is getting a sequel. With the help of my dad. Well, isn't that nice? I know, right? So it's kind of amazing, And that is what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for having my parents being there for me. I'm thankful for a lot of things. But today's topic, agenda, everything I'm going to ask you, everything I'm going to tell you and talk to you about, it's always what are you thankful for. You always got to remember what you're thankful for. This whole month, until Christmas, well, and then you don't have to be thankful for anything. You just gotta wait until the end of the year. And then you don't have to be thankful for anything. So, hopefully at the end of this year, I can get the story done. And I can get people to have interest in the story, and the comic, and the movie adaptation. And hopefully, 3 years. 3 years in the making. I know. 3 years in the making. What are we making? We're making history. American history XX up X plus a C minus. I just had a laugh right there. Sorry. C minus. A C minus. Oh. Okay, well, 75%. I'll take a 75%. 75% chance. It's more likely than one of the videos that will not get any comments, any feedback whatsoever, because people aren't really thankful for a lot of things. People are, well, I don't know. What are others thankful for? And that is the main topic of today's video. What are you thankful for? So if you ever do watch this video, if you ever do hear about this video, what are you thankful for? Really? Like, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice, you could leave a comment down below. You could watch, you could listen. But, nevertheless, it's nice to know that I'm thankful for a lot of things. And I guess I would like to share my... No, I'm not going to share. Sharing is not caring. No, it's not. If you're sick, you're sick. Get away from me. But see something, say something. Okay. You really want to go that way. You see something, you say something. It does have to do with safety. Nope. I see something, I say something. Okay. What does that mean? If I see something, I say something. So when I start today, I say. So what did I see today? What am I thankful for? That's what I start today. That was the question I was asked today. Well, for my day, start my day, it was like, what was the one word you saw? Thankful. What are you thankful for? Well, Smooth Cat is thankful for me. But, that's nice. But, I didn't want people to be thankful for me. That's the one thing I really don't want others to say. I really don't want you to be thankful for me. Nope. I just want people and others to give my video a watch. Longer than a minute. Longer than 50 seconds. Longer than 10 seconds. The longest anyone has ever listened to me was 1 minute and 30 minutes. Now, going back and thinking, which I always think before I see something, I say something. I always think before I really, see something and I say something. I really always think. Okay, I know I'm repeating myself 3 times. It's not psychotic. It's my abilities to to kind of, I don't know, talk to people. My writing, my everything I do. It's my abilities to talk to people. Now, the story that I wrote 3 years ago, it's copyrighted, yes, yes. It hasn't been published yet. No, not yet. But it can definitely be published. And it can definitely be a #1 hit seller this winter. If you're in for some horror and terror. It could be a #1 blockbuster hit. It could be a #1 wonder. But that's only a fragment. Okay. No, it wasn't a fragment. I don't really think it was a fragment. Because when they say see something, say something, what I saw is my movie. The movie I made when I was a young child. When I see something, I say something. See, I watched a movie I made of my young self 3 years ago. I'm old. I'm definitely old. I'm older than 3 years ago. I'm old. Okay, see something, say something. Well, one thing I do know is I do not like the beard. I just don't like the beard. I like the mustache. I just can't stand the beards. But everyone's like, you have a nice beard. Rock it. I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to rock the mustache. But see something, say something. Well, I love how my friends actually had the time. They get the time right. They get the timeline right. You can figure out the story. You can figure out the anime. You can figure out the movie. How does Zach and Adam feel about it? I don't know. I don't know. We didn't have a big fan group. 3 years ago, we didn't have a big enough fan group to make a splash, to make a shout, to make, I don't know, decent content. We didn't have that 3 years ago. Now we do. We have content. We have fan service. But it's not hentai. Damn it. Why can't it be hentai? Because rated 18 and up. Well, what? And then, so, why are all my videos not for kids? 18 and up. Why are a lot of my films and 18 and up? A lot of my chats are 18 and up. So what am I talking about? What am I really talking about? When I'm trying to explain myself. What am I really talking about? That's when you see something, you say something. So what are you seeing right now? That's what I ask you. I ask you, the viewer. I ask you, the listener. I ask you, the observer. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? And you would say, well, I'm seeing your day has been pretty boring. And you have a bad habit of smoking. Smoking up lies. You sure they're lies? I don't think they're lies. Because if I was lying, oh, so God help me, if I was lying about my abilities, about my gift, if I was lying about not spoiling it, well, I'm definitely not going to spoil it this winter. Definitely not. No, a lot of people don't know the story of Zack and Adam in the anime world. Now, a lot of people know about the story, but it's a big story. So it's one of those stories that was was narrated by Morgan Freeman. No, it wasn't narrated by Morgan Freeman. See, the day I had this ability to write this story and to get the story out there. Yes, I have to get the story out there. Okay, so you don't want it to be underspelled. You want the grammar to be really good. Grammarly works great when writing for stories. It works great. It works amazing. I use Grammarly all the time. So I want a big shout out to Grammarly for that, for noticing that. Thank you. Thank you. You see something, say something. Well, I see that this isn't a chat video. Because we're not always chatting with people. People are not always chatting with us. But people are talking about us. Spreading lies, rumors, gossip. Spreading the drama llama shit all over my fucking story. It made millions of trillions of dollars. And I put it all to fucking charity and donated it. But no, I can't say that, can I? I can't say that. We know the rules. We know the guidelines. So where are all our listeners? Where have all our followers been? How have they been all this time? Have they been great? No, they have been difficult. They have been trials and tribulations, struggling times. But yet, they are always on time. Always on time. Never late. And if they are late, you would know what you're watching or listening to. So, don't worry. You're on time. You're right on time. You're right on time. You're right on time. I know. See something. Say something. Well, I wish I could just record a video and someone would just be like, hi. And I'd be like, hello, and someone will be like, are you depressed? And I'll be like, no. Are you? Yes. Why? See something. Say something. Why am I depressed? When it comes to see something, say something, that's always what I ask. Why am I depressed? There's nothing to be depressed about in my life. There's something to be stingy about. Get it? Stingy. Something to be stingy about. My life is great. I just don't know if my afterlife, I don't know if my zombie life, I don't know if my dream life, my reality life is great. But do I really care? Because in the end, what am I thankful for? Oh, I'm thankful for the support. I'm thankful for the gratitude and the guts to put up with all my shenanigans. Because of all my wacky doodles and all my bullshit. I may be back. Now, Russell Brand, he's back. Cool. That's cool. See something, say something. Punk is back. Came back to life. Everyone calls me punk. See something, say something. Everyone hates punk. See something, say something. Why does everyone hate punk? See something, say something. He is depressed. See something, say something. Why is he depressed? Because he wrote a story and it came true. See something, say something. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you really see? What do you really hear? If you really see something and you say something, would you believe me if I told you? No, you wouldn't. You'd all call me crazy. But I guess crazy has a odd side of showing support for others, I guess. You know, odd way of showing it. Odd way. I don't know why it had to be 6 to 9 chapters. I don't know why it had to be 6 to 9 chapters, but it took 6 to 9 chapters of writing 3 years ago to finally finish what I started 3 years ago. Finally get back what I need 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I would be thankful for the same exact thing. And it's not a thank you speech. It's not this award-winning speech. No, it's a sad video. It's a sad video that's been hitting the markets. It's been trending. I'm not that trendy. Punk is not trendy. Punk is a sellout. But I do it all for the fans. What fans I had? That's a funny one. That's a funny one, because were you a fan of Punk, or were you a fan of Beto? See something, say something. Looks to me that anything can be seen as something that's not. Anything can be used to what it's not. And my reputation, my life could be ruined in the blink of an eye. If I see something, I say something. That's just how I am. Safety first. Yeah, I know, I always have good safety. Even with certain things, I have always had good safeties. And the best safeties I ever had. The best safeties I ever had. Best rescue me's. The best coffee nights. The best memories. The best moments. Compilations. Random videos. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Look at him, he's like a train wreck. Right? Yeah. In my longer years, in these cold day nights, I'm tired. I'm seeing something. I'm saying something. You know, because seeing is one thing. Hearing it is another thing. Witnessing it is a scary thing. Witnessing me is a scary thing. Is it not? Testifying against me is a scary thing. Testify my will to survive. Test my faith. Test my strength. It's a scary thing. When you see something, you say something. What do you see? What did you see 3 years ago? What did you see 3 years ago? What made you laugh? What made you smile? What made you think, hey, Punk, stay for a while? I couldn't stay. I had to go. I had to say my piece. I had to leave my departure. I had to. I had to go. I had to vanish. I had to forget about my name. You know, because family, if you don't know it, family sticks together. And when you're in my family, when I see something, I'll say something. I got your back. I got your back, bro. When you see something, I see Cody's being great. Cody's being better than ever. I see something. I say something. Chris is getting better at making me laugh. Brooks helped me to not be afraid of love anymore. When I see something, I say something. I'm watching my life flash before my very eyes. When you see something, say something. It's either a yes or a no. You see it, or you don't see it. You listen to it, or you don't listen to it. You watch it, or you don't watch it. Whatever you do, don't open Pandora's box. Because seeing something it's like believing in something. So, I guess believing in myself, seeing my new friends and old friends growing old, and I'm growing older, and then they get sick, they get put down, they get hurt, they go through struggles, they go through obstacles, just like me, but totally different, but just like me. What they say, totally different than when they actually met me. Say something. Say something. A silent voice. It's like that movie is my movie. I want my sequel. I want my sequel. I want my second season to be great. I want my friends and family to be great. I want good health for everyone. I want to be happy. And I'm thankful for every meal, every passing time, and that table sitting across from you. You were having a meal with me the whole time. Say something, say something. I saw a ghost. I saw a ghost 3 years ago. I saw a ghost. It terrified me until I realized who the ghost was. Until I realized who the ghost was. Who's Ghostface? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But people always ask me, like, who would you pick? You know, for the most sadistic, brutal murderer, who would you pick? If you had to pick. If you had to pick, you know, in death by daylight. And I had to think. I had to really think. So I thought. Pinhead. Well, Hellraiser 2 came out back in the 1980s. But we're not living in the 1980s. 3 years ago, I feel like I was in a coma. But no, my best friend was in a coma. I had just hit my head really hard, having a near-death experience, seeing my life flash before my very eyes, and seeing a ghost. I was going through hard times and struggles. My best friend was coping with his own insanity and his own misery. I just put his characteristics kind of into my story. So, if anyone thinks it's like a fanship or something like that, you know, could be a little gay if you read it. If you read my story. Yeah. In any shape or form, if you read my story. I write tons of stories. I'm published. I'm a published writer. Even Stephen King acknowledges me. He's like good friends with me on Facebook. Yeah, you live near him. Yep. Sort of. But it's pretty nice to know that, you know, I live near celebrities. I always told myself I live the celebrity lifestyle. I always told myself I live the Hollywood lifestyle. Hollywood was my game, baby. And it was a good game. I keep playing the game. But players only love you when you're playing. I don't play, honey. I don't play to win. I play to lose. I play to lose. Because I lost the game. I lost my hopes and my dreams. I lost my dignity, my insanity when writing this story 3 years ago. I lost my insanity 3 years ago. People didn't believe me. They literally didn't believe me. They were like, you're crazy. You're a fucking lunatic. And I was like, no, I'm telling you the truth. And they didn't believe me. Now do you believe me? Now you believe that fairy tales are real? You have to send me the bandages? My angels? No. No. I got their attention already. It wasn't that hard. For 30 minutes, 39 minutes actually. 39 minutes. If I can get your attention. Yeah. I can get your attention. But at ease, I'm not gonna drill you with a whole bunch of personal questions. It's just every single time people always talk to me or talk to my family or get to know me, it's like 21 questions. I'll fucking interrogate the shit out of you. It's just family thing. I guess I'm lucky for my family. I'm very thankful for my family. I'm very thankful this holiday season. But there's a lot of different things that I'm really thankful for. There's a lot of folks out there that they deserve every ounce of happiness. They deserve it. So, to my fans and my listeners and my viewers, my watchers, my subscribers, and my followers, if you did, at any moment, remember or recall 3 years ago, congratulations. Toast. To good health. And a fresh cup of coffee. Because one thing, what's one thing? Are you gonna watch? Just curious. I mean, are you gonna listen? You gonna read it? You gonna give it a chance? You gonna greenlight it? You gonna give me the good news that I would like to hear? I would like to hear it. That's what happened a day ago. My dad left me a note. He's like, dream abilities, song idea, having one ability for a day. Having this one ability, sometimes it's not a dream, Dad. Sometimes it's not a fantasy. Sometimes it's reality. I just gotta realize that. I just gotta wake up. I just gotta wake up, and I did. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. It is me, Hunk. That is my name. It's nice to meet you. Oh, it's nice to meet you too. Well, I have a lot of punks. I have a lot of fans. I have a lot of listeners. I have a lot of viewers. I have a lot of friends that are actresses and actors, and I have a lot of friends that call them friends, but really, they weren't friends. They said they were friends, but like, dude, we were friends. Don't you remember me? Like, I can't remember faces. Yeah, I can. I can remember faces. I can remember a lot of things. A lot of things. And I don't forget. I tend not to forget. Because I got the full fragment of a dream. And figured out the dream. Figured out the nightmare. Figured out the algorithms. And figured out everyone's problems. Oh, like, I don't know, 3 years. It took me that long. Wow. 3 years progression. 3 years I improved on my numbers. I improved on my grades. I improved on my merits and my well-being. I improved everything for 3 years. Putting in the work. Putting in the effort. Putting out the shout-outs. Putting all the, mentions. Putting everything out there. Come on, guys. Support. Support. Oh, don't do it for me. Do it for charity. Okay? Would you do it for Markiplier? Of course. You would bend backwards for him. Would you do it for Jacksepticeye? Of course. You would do it bend backwards for him. But would you do it for Punk? No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And to see something, say something episode. When you see something, you say something. Well, I really don't want people to see. I want people to hear. Because seeing it yet, you know, it's still in the process of being seen. It's not a film that it takes lightly at heart. It's not videos that you take lightly at heart. So before you see this, you know, take warning, you know? Because not every video is for people's eyes. Or people's minds. Or thoughts. It's a mixture of fantasy mixed in with reality. I mean, who can blame me? I mean, I'm one for writing, and my talents are astoundingly, extravagant. But I don't live over my means unnecessary. You know, I really don't need a lot to be happy. I don't need a lot to be thankful for. You know, but I rather support those that need it the most. You know, those that are going through troubling times that need it the most. It's like, how much money can you raise up? After all my bills are paid off, how much money can I raise up to donate to... It's like, you don't need to donate. No one does. It's not recommended. For me, for my channel, it's not recommended. For my show, it's not recommended enough. It's not popular enough. The story's not going anywhere. Punk's not going anywhere. He wants to. He doesn't want to stay here. Punk definitely doesn't want to stay here and keep talking. Nope. Punk just wants the audience to listen. Some fans to say, hey, how you doing? He just wants the audience. I mean, the guy's great and all, but he's shy. Yeah. No, I'm not shy. I'm either stupid, courageous, brave, or the dumbest person you ever met. But me and my friends get no respect. What the Scooby-Doo that we neglect? We putting all our foes in check, but me and my friends get no respect. So what? Who cares? We're doing as we like. I'm singing to this mic, a special underwater mic. Who's gonna save the world? Who's gonna save the day when they got evil Arab robots kidnapping American girls? Who's gonna talk like girly when this girly isn't you? Who's gonna chase out villains and turn around and run in fear? You know who I'm talking about. He's not fat. He's not crippled. He's Jabberjaw. I don't know, man. Our water ban is a water ban. What's a water ban? Yeah, what is a water ban? We're out of water. You're out of water. You haven't drinking enough water. You're out of water. Water ban. What? I got a water ban? I wasn't hydrated enough? Fuck you. Fuck you. Coffee works. Okay. That was the first comment of the night. Alright. Fuck you. Alright. It's funny. Today was just like, one a day. Say something. Say something. I would love people to see it. I would love people to see it. I would love people to read it. I would love people to somewhat try to understand it. Try to rationalize it, because for some odd reason, 3 years ago, my story's still living on till this day. For some odd reason, it's like, there's my story. They call me Big Fat Liar. And as a kid, Frankie Muniz? Yeah, I met Frankie Muniz one time at a coffee shop in LA. Three years ago. Yeah. Say something, say something. Okay, what does Facebook see? Well, Facebook sees totally different. You know, like, Instagram's totally different. It's always buffering. It's always buffering. You know, reconnecting. Always having technical difficulties. Always having issues. Always having problems. Always ranting and raving. But yet you somehow miss the character. You miss the point of the story. Some of my readers, they read my story and it's like, you have a unique sense of writing. I know. My story can go anywhere. It really can. But it's like foreign to others because I have to go to like other countries to film. But I can't get out of the States. Because I gotta wash the house and the dog. So I can't leave. So I'm like, well, I gotta write this story. I gotta finish the story. So 3 years ago, I finally got a notification 3 years ago. Popped up today. Said 3 years ago. How's Hollywood? Did you make it yet? And that was the last thing I asked her. the night of the disaster. Oh! Wow, what a climax, right? I know. So the whole time you've been listening to my story, the whole time you've been hearing my story or reading my story, but never really admitting to knowing my story. So when I said, people can listen, people can. You can hear the story. It's totally different than like watching it. It's maybe the dub is just bad. I don't know. But All Quiet on the Western Front, the dubbing was amazing. It wasn't bad. Like, you can understand like the English tone in the German dialect. It was weird, but it was like, I could hear better than I can talk. But my sight and my hearing and my talk have been highly tunative at times, at moments. But right now, we have a dilemma. We're almost out of time. I know. Wait, what? We're almost out of time. So if you're currently watching this, and you're currently listening to this, we're almost out of time. Punk's almost out of time. He's almost out of time. To be right back. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Alexa, play some smooth jazz.
Nice. Here's a playlist you might like. Relaxing smooth jazz on Amazon Music.
And the music would be playing, but due to copyright infringement, I can't play any music. Wait, I'm on the radio. No Punk. We're more than just a radio. We're more than just a streamer. We're more than just a superhero. A man with a plan and a dream and reality that sometimes, what a wild adventure it has been. 3 years ago, man. I guess I was a little famous. Not too much. You know, they don't call me Kyle, though I know Kyle. Hi, Kyle. I'm more Stan. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. See, 3 years ago, I started film. I started reel. I started footage. 3 years ago, I started in my eye. In my right eye. I got this contact lens to record the video. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool to record a video. You know, but 3 years ago, man, what was I doing 3 years ago? I was working at FedEx 3 years ago. Doing really well for myself. Doing very well for myself. Yeah, until they were like, well, you want to be a manager? Yeah, I want to be a manager. I just know the application process. You're not going to hire me. You're not going to promote me. I'm going to do everything by the books, by the standards, but you're still not going to promote me. You're still not going to make it full time. Say something, say something. Yeah, it's not about safety. I feel great at my work. I always feel safe at my work. Always. I work at a safe job. It's a safe job. It helps me with my sleep. Now, here's the thing. I get a lot of sleep. I get a lot of dreams. So 3 years ago, this could have been a dream. Could be just a fluke. Could be up to my imagination. But today, you know, seeing something, saying something, can mean totally different things. So I hope, you know, the listeners and the viewers have some understanding before they, you know, get this far. I mean, an hour mark, usually not a lot of people get that far. Our attention span doesn't lack that attention. Sometimes I'm dealing with, like, zombies. Yeah. I wrote a short comic about zombies. High school zombies. Bunch of bullies. Coming back from the grave. Dead boys. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead men tells no tales. Actually, dead men do tell good tales. 3 years ago, I was in a car crash. 3 years ago. And not a lot of people remember that car crash. Not a lot of people found out about that car crash. And then 5 years ago, now we jump, right? Now we jump. We're 5 years. We're 5 years now. What do you remember at 5 years old? the angel. And I remember the angel's name. Flashback. Flash forward. Start from the end, work your way to the middle, and the beginning. Start in the middle, work yourself to the end. Work to the end, you start from the beginning. Everything that anime has done, that I have seen, it somehow correlates with my movie and my process of understanding this reality. Because this reality that we live in, it's a weird, strange reality. And a lot of people just don't like reality. A lot of people are just like, cringe. Yeah, it's cringy. Yeah, this is cringy part. Here's the cringy part. I look like a totally different person 5 years ago. I've changed. 5 years ago, I've changed. That car crash, man, it is still... I've experienced, in my life, I've experienced 7 car crashes. That's all I can recall. From all the bad memories, that's all I can recall. 7 car crashes. 19 attempts. That's all I can recall. That fragment. A chain of nightmares. That was the game. A chain of nightmares. I wrote a script. I wrote a game. But I couldn't get it published. I couldn't let anyone get their greedy hands on it. I mean, no one cares about a part-time FedEx worker. No one cares. But this FedEx I work at, it's a new home. I got the most popular guy there. Undercover work boss? Yeah, undercover work boss. I was always wanting to be an undercover cop. 5 years ago. I always wanted to, be a filmmaker 5 years ago. I always wanted to be a scriptwriter 5 years ago. I always wanted to be an actor 5 years ago. I always wanted to be loved by the same person 5 years ago. I always wanted to be loved by the same person. And the same person, day in, day out, day in, day out, was there. Always there. And then, one day, the hero woke up. Realized that he was blind, crippled, handicapped. People treated him like crap. Yet he rebuilt. He survived. My God, you fucking survived, bud. You fucking survived. We both did. 5 years ago. 3 years ago. Was it 3 years or years ago or 5 years ago? I can't remember times per se. I'm not good with time. So, if I'm running out of time, if my phone's about to die, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. But just talking has Monster Energy. That was for Twitch, but for YouTube, it's something. But this is a YouTube video. This definitely isn't a Twitch video. Maybe a Facebook live video, but knowing Facebook and knowing Twitch and knowing YouTube and getting their respect and getting their approval on my shit, on my stuff. God, I go through so many obstacles and so many loopholes and so many jumps and obstacles for everyone. I bend backwards for everyone. 5 years ago, I was bending backwards, pushing myself, like, really working hard. Taking online courses, like, really working hard. Doing it all just to prove something. That I'm thankful for what? Everyone asks me. That's the topic of the day. That's what's going around. It's like, what's happening? What's new? What are you thankful for? That's what I'm going to ask you. I'm curious. That's the question I was going to ask you. I wasn't going to get down on one knee and propose. No, I'm not that stupid. I did that once. And I'll never do it again. But I had to renew my vows because I never got the divorce. I signed the papers. So I have this fake copy of a death certificate of my wife. Because I want to dedicate my story, my everything, to my wife, who's no longer here 5 years ago, 3 years ago. And that's the heartbreaking part of every video that I've done. That's the heartbreaking part. Everything I've done 5 years ago, 3 years ago, it's for my wife that's no longer here. And I say this, and it's the truth. I see something, I say something. I don't see her anymore. I don't see my wife anymore. I don't see her anymore. See something. Say something. Were you cheating? No, I never cheated. I was faithful. I kind of winced so people can think I'm lying to them, but I'm really not lying to them. Some people can, think that I'm probably, saying something that could be considered, I don't know, leverage somehow. She got the upper hand on me. If you really hate me, because I get this I get this feeling that I'm really hated. I get this feeling that I'm really just disrespected and just not loved. So before that mood starts to kick in, I just want to wish everyone a happy 420 this November season, holiday season. A happy 420 on December 20th. And if I'm where I need to be 5 years from now, I'm where I need to be, and I'll always stay here. But bless my wife's heart, for it was a broken heart that killed her. At first, she was diabetic. She got better. She started losing a lot of weight. I thought she was anorexic. Went to countless doctor's appointments. Doctors didn't know what was going on. She couldn't get out of bed. She couldn't dress herself. You know, 5 years ago, my life was in a different place. My life was in a different home. 3 years ago, 5 years ago, I've been so around. I've seen the future, I've seen the past, I've seen the history. I walked the path of most resistant. Yes, Kyle, we know. Yes, okay, we get it. Kyle. Save Kyle. Save Kyle! Right, Monster Energy? Save Kyle. Yeah, save Kyle. How about Steve Stan? Stan. Yeah, save him. Jesus. No, can't bring back Kenny. I can't bring back Jenna. I can't bring back that beautiful girl. I can't. God. But I swear I saw a slight resemblance. Five years ago, in a certain coffee shop next to a Subway. When I got on the Subway, I noticed her. And it wasn't a dream. I noticed her. She looks familiar. I just couldn't put my finger to where I've seen her before. I get that a lot. I know. A lot of people are like, it's the beard. Yeah, I know. No, it's the beanie. No, it's whatever. Like, no one really notices any changes in my behavior. Still the dorkiest guy. Just deal with interruptions. But my pears are back. Yay! Okay. Well, dreaming of all these. I have written so many notes. Any groceries that need to be taken out?
Yeah.
What?
You always say, you never ask. I ask.
Well, of course.
Say something,
Thanks
say
for
something.
asking.
Say something, say something.
We actually do, so yeah.
What did you say, Paul?
Patty didn't hear it.
You did not.
I was mumbling under my breath because I was about to sneeze.
Tony, why is that hand so freestyle out here?
Because it is.
Well, that doesn't do me any good.
Well, it does when there's four down below. Hey, Don. Just go by. You got your ball? Come on. Where's your ball? You got your ball?
Let's see how you fill the notepad, Dad.
What do you mean?
Well, it's perfect. It's a perfect idea. Because I stand here pretty much every day perfecting the story. And the notes.
You can't perfect it if you don't write it down.
Oh, I write it down. I say it out loud. See something. Say something. When you see it, let me know.